Alright, hello everyone, my name is Chap, welcome back to the Butcher Circus. Today we are going to be playing against NotStormyToday, the person that gave me the idea of actually using this background, and we are going to be going for what I called a silly idea team. So I just told Stormy, you know what, I'm going to bring something a little silly, so you can do the same thing if you want. And he just said, oh, this is what silly means by Shepherd Doggy standards. And I guess silly means double stun Crusader. Yeah, it's not very silly. The silly part of this team is how we have a stab Antiquarian instead of having an Arbos here like the Goliath comp would typically do. So what do I want to go for first is the question. I think Stormy is asking if he's going to be in the YouTube video. Yes, you're definitely going to be in the YouTube video. You better comment something as well. Okay, and that stun is definitely very annoying. Was it a confirmed hit chance, actually? Yeah, it does have Eagle Eye Talisman onto Crusader with Smite, which is pretty funny. That means that Smite's actually going to deal a lot of damage if he decides to go for it. Yeah, with reliable accuracy too, because that Eagle Eye Talisman, that's pretty funny. Good thing that my Jester dodged, I'm definitely very happy about that. We have a little bit of plus accuracy, but doing damage to the Flagellant isn't exactly what I'm looking for. Or is it? I mean, I do have a really good way of killing Flagellants, which is just chop crit him down to 0 after he acts. But at the same time, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that for a very long time, because my leper is already suffering a lot. Yeah, he's suffering a lot very, very quickly. Who do I want to go for here? I could just use Rejuvenating Vapors. Am I gonna have time to use Rejuvenating Vapors against Panic Darts, Play Grenade, and Punish? I don't really think so. I'm just gonna drop a stab on the Flagellant just so he drops down to 0 a little bit earlier. I said I was gonna play silly, but Stormy has an actually pretty decent team here. I can't believe I'm calling Plague Doctor decent, but yeah. Considering I don't have a pull, and considering that my only stun, only reaches up to position 2, this is not too easy for me. But yeah, we're gonna go for a stun on the Crusader, just right back at Buckaroo, and we cannot miss it because we do have Battle Belt, so that is pretty darn nice. And say goodbye to your action, and a little bit of damage too, which is always nice and always welcome. So there's gonna be another Plague Grenade on my side. My Antiquarian's sticking down, and so is my Jester, but it's not the end of the world. It is absolutely not the end of the world. I went first, which is actually pretty bad, because the Flagellant can wait out my action. It's not a lot of times you hear me saying that going first is actually pretty bad. But I do have a trick up my sleeve, which is going Dirk Stab right now. After the Dirk Stab, he's going to be at this door, so he's probably going to go for a big heal. But if he does that, I'm just going to chop him right back down to 0, and then I go first, and then you do want to go first. So yeah, I should be able to do enough damage here. We're doing 6 to 12, despite the 10% protection, so normally he does 6 to 11. Against protection he's gonna do less, but he's gonna be greedy. Yeah, that's a pretty smart play by Stormy here, being greedy, but it could not pay off, and oh, it did not pay off, Stormy. He says he's done. Yeah, that was not a very good outcome for you, not gonna lie. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, and that's a surrender. So GG Stormy, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again in match number 2. Of course, this one was way too short. Alright, and here we go again, on to a match number 2, and I guess I get to go first as well. So do I want to just start off with a stun on the Crusader? Honestly, not really, because if I miss that 80, I think I just lose the match on the spot. And I don't want that to happen, so Stormy just says, oh, I love going second. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much always want to go first, but there's another crit stunning blow. That's pretty lucky if you ask me, just getting a crit stunning blow twice. I'm just gonna click here and call it a day. I think we're gonna go for kind of the exact same idea, though I got pretty lucky last time. I might not get as lucky this time. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna wait out some actions by going with my Antiquarian first, and he got the prot again, Jesus. And I'm gonna go for another stab on the Flagellant. I think I'm gonna go for the same strategy. Hopefully it still works out well this time. I can only hope. Even if we didn't get the Deathblow, he would go for a heal, which would be terrible. But after the heal, I could go for a chop, bring him down to 0 immediately, and even if it doesn't bring him down to 0, I could always drop Finale, so it wouldn't be the absolute end of the world, even if I didn't get the Deathblow there. It would be really bad, but, getting the 20% Deathblow just means winning the match on the spot, as we saw. So there was Wow, okay, this is a lot of pressure on my leper. Yeah, this is a massive amount of pressure on the leper. Oh, no bleed, that's so good. That's what you get for running Crown of Thorns. Instead of running the Spiked Bat, you fail those bleeds. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Well, I'm gonna go for a different play this time. I'm gonna go for a stun on the Flagellant. And come on, 85. Okay, there we go. We stun him, which means that right now you're probably gonna have to make use of the other heals if you do want to keep him alive. I'm very unlikely to be stunned on my leper because I have exotic snuff and you only have one stun trinket, so I'm not overly preoccupied about that. And I have two finisher characters, which both have really nice reach. Is that a Death Star? Yes, it is a Death Star. But is chop a Death Star? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, 14 to 26, it might not be. Oh, it's not a Death Star. Okay, this is a little bit this is a little bit difficult for us now. If that was a Death Star, I'd be very happy, but he actually goes for the immediate stunning blow, which is surprising. Please don't. Oh my god. Snuff, you garbage trinket. Absolute garbo trinket. Why do I even run it? I still think that was a dumb play, because now your Flagellant has a really decent shot at dying. I still think that was weird, because you had two healing actions. You could have just waited with the Flagellant and then gone for the two heals, and I would eventually not have a good time. But now I'm actually going to have a really decent Deathblow chance by the start of next round. But the question is, do I want to go for the Deathblow through Finale or through a 55% chance? That is the question. And I think what really matters here is, do I think I can win even if I drop the Finale? No, I don't think I can win if I drop the Finale. I have to go for a 55. I don't think I can win if I drop the Finale. So if I drop the Finale right there, I'm gonna be pretty much down a Jester, down a Leper, and my Crusader's gonna have to 1v1 the enemy Crusaders, might be being at a disadvantage, and essentially my Jester's gonna die to like 2 Panic Darts, and please dodge. Okay, it's unlikely because the Eagle Eye Talisman will be here. And I'm gonna have to survive that, and my Antiquarian's basically gonna have to 1v1 2 characters. 1v1 2 characters, that doesn't make sense, Chef. Yeah, she has to 1v2, and I don't really trust her to 1v2 here. One thing I'm gonna do though, is I might wait this out. Might wait this out just to keep the Leper alive. I think that would be pretty smart, even to just invite a little bit of pressure going on to him, because I have more actions now. I think just waiting it out with that is smart, because as long as I don't get the Deathblow by the start of next round, especially since they don't have lunge, I could have a really decent shot at just keeping the Leper alive, going for a Solemnity, and kind of just enjoying myself here. I've already suffered one Death Star check, but that's not the end of the world. I think I'm gonna stab the Plague Doctor, because she's kind of the most dangerous character. I could also stab the Crusader, but I need to get a kill. Yeah, let's stab the Plague Doctor. Sadly, I'm not getting as many crits as I would like with the Ghoul Call. It can crit for a lot. I don't know how much it crits for. I think only J-Man knows those kinds of numbers. But yeah, it can crit for quite a decent amount, quite a decent bit of damage. So yeah, I'm hoping that right now I don't suffer a death blow. Whatever happens, it's gonna have to be a direct hit ability, so there's no AoEs, there's no Zealouses, so it's still not gonna get like plus pressure from it. But as long as that isn't a 40, I have a really good shot here. Really, really good shot. Yeah, with the Leper alive, we're gonna be very happy here. What does he get? Masochistic, which could be terrible. It could be really bad right now getting Masochistic. But I guess there is no justice in this world. You should know that by now. We're gonna heal that away, and a lot of the UT has been wasted while we were at Death Star, or very close to Death Star. Is that a 22? Oh, it's a 20! Smite! Jesus, that's a lot of damage. But it's not enough. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. I'm gonna go for another stab here. I'm gonna go for a stab again, and that's the 18 crit. There we go. Yeah, that's a very nice crit that comes with Horror too, and that's an ability that reaches from every position to position up to position 3, so it has a very decent amount of reach. Sorry. That's a Panic Darts miss right there. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. I think it's a 78% hit chance. It's very unfortunate when those miss, but sometimes that just happens and you just have to deal with it, I guess. I think I'm gonna heal the Leper here, because if I heal for more than 4, I will be able to... Well, actually, I had to heal for more than 5, because he's taking more damage because they're revenge. But yeah, as long as I heal for a decent amount there, you'd have to drop him right back down to 0. That Stunning Blow could whiff, and it could also not get the stun, but it gets both. Sadly for me, very, very sadly here. Which means I'm not gonna get the Finale kill just yet, but I can go for some chop action right now. Masochistic moves forward, sweet. That is pretty sweet, and I could go for a heal, I could go for a chop. Well, they're both pretty fun, but I'm gonna go for a heal here. 17 and 12, that's really not what I was looking for. It's still good, but it's not great. I would have loved to at least do 20 damage to other characters, but oh well. What can you do about it? Right now I'm just gonna wait this blight out, and I'm gonna go for the stab with my Antiquarian. I'm gonna go for the stab onto this Plague Doctor, so she's at 0 HP and taking a decent amount of horror. So even if she doesn't die, she might get afflicted sometime soon, but yeah, it's gonna take ages. Now there's gonna be Panic Darts. I doubt it does 7 damage, so we're gonna be fine here. And we are definitely dropping to this door with the Jester. That's inevitable, but we can heal him out of this door and be kind of okay here. One thing we could also do is just go Holy Lance, but I think healing him out of this door would be smarter. The Crusader has a, what is it, a 70% hit chance and a 65% stun chance, and he's gotten it twice, so maybe this one whiffs. Okay, gets the hit again, does he get the stun? That's a little bit on the unfortunate side, not gonna lie. That is a little bit on the unfortunate side of things. Well, we have to keep going for heals here, because the Jester needs to stay alive. Since we have more actions, we can kind of wait out their damaging actions, so we're gonna be kind of okay here. I wonder if she's gonna heal herself. No, she's gonna go play Grenade. That's pretty smart too. That is gonna make it so my Crusader starts ticking down to 0, and you really want my Crusader to tick down to 0 here, like, absolutely want that. I could just go for a final heal, but I have another Solemnity, so that honestly sounds a little smarter. I don't really want to tick down to this door, but I might just have to here. I think that might be my best play. Ticking down to this door and going for a 50-50, I think that's going to be my best play here. Yeah, let's go for it, and we do get that 50-50, so that's really lucky. I'm sorry, Stormy. You're a very nice friend, but I'm getting the 55 death blows and the 50 death blows. It's really unfortunate for you. There's going to be a Panic Darts, 25% death blow chance. He's really suffering from not having any extra death blow chance and not really having enough stress to make me go just die from heart attacks. He's really suffering from those two. Masochistic doesn't hurt himself, thankfully for us, and I'm just gonna heal Solemnity here. You should typically almost always use Solemnity if you have the chance to do so if you're at this storm, because it always has a 12% chance of just healing you for 44, and healing for 44 is a very big amount. There's the final dodge, and that's gonna be the straw that broke the camel's back. So wham bam, thank you ma'am, good job little Jester. You won, you kind of won both matches, although I'll say the Leper did most of the work probably, but yeah. GG's to Stormy, hope you all enjoyed the matches, albeit even if they were a little bit quick, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.